Hi, welcome back to the afternoon show. I'm Paradise.
And I'm Aminata.
And today we're here with a very special guest,
Matthew Cherry.
Thank you so much for joining us. We've been super empowered and inspired by your work in film and everything else. So do you just want to tell us about the work that you've done?
Yeah, my name is Matthew. I'm a director and an author and a writer, and we just won an Oscar a couple weeks ago for Hair Love. The book is also debuted again on the New York Times bestseller list. It's at number 3. And, it's just a story about a black father that's trying to learn how to do his daughter's hair for the first time, and for a very special event, he finds out that her hair actually has a mind of its own. So it's a really fun project that we're really proud of.
We watched Hair Love a little bit before you got here. People were crying. We were emotional. It was really touching. So we were just wondering what you want people to take away from this movie, and especially young girls of color like us.
Yeah, so Hair Love was done specifically for, young girls of color, specifically black and brown girls. So often, our young people are told what they can't do, how they can't wear their hair certain places. They talk about bad hair and all this other crazy stuff. And for us, we just really wanted to do a project that centered a young black girl protagonist who loves her hair. You learn that she loves her hair because her mom loves her hair, and her father has locks. And it's just something that I hadn't seen in animation. A young black family in that space, and oftentimes cartoons and animation are the first form of filmmaking that we see, and when you don't have a lot of representation in it, though, it can really affect your confidence when you see protagonists that have straight hair, blonde hair, blue eyes, the whole thing. And all different types of hair, all different types of skin tones need to be featured in this medium, and we just wanted to do a little something to help kids love their hair a little sooner. Because it's always a journey, and hopefully, young people love their hair as much as they do now.
Yeah, obviously as Girls Club members, we benefit from programs that want to help young women of color who don't even have platforms to make films like Hair Love. So for girls of color, how do you think they can advocate for themselves since their voices have been silenced?
Yeah, I think, young women specifically, you guys have the power, like what you guys are doing right now. You guys aren't waiting for somebody to offer you a radio show. You're doing it on your own.
Yeah.
You have a great crew of all women that are holding it down or doing great stuff. And I think that's the mentality that you have to have moving forward. Don't expect somebody to do for you what you can do for yourself. I think now in 2020, technology is crazy. You can do a whole podcast, through your cell phone. You can edit a project on your iPad. You can edit on your laptop. You can shoot. I shot my second movie on 2 iPhone 6Ss for $15,000, and we premiered at South by Southwest. And I think we just have to have that mentality where you can just use what you have, and if you build it, people will come and they'll support you, just like how everybody's supporting you guys today.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the Crown Act?
Yeah, the Crown Act is a really important piece of legislation that's, already in effect in New York, New Jersey, and California. In Montgomery County, Maryland, is basically a law that makes it illegal to discriminate against certain hairstyles and hair textures. And in both the school and the workplace. And that's really important because, at the Oscars, we brought a young gentleman with us. His name is DeAndre Arnold. Yeah. And DeAndre, he has locks. He's been growing them out since the 7th grade. And 3 months before his high school graduation, they want to basically tell him that he can't graduate and that they were going to suspend him. And he took a stand for himself. And I think if that law was in effect in Texas, it wouldn't even have been a conversation. He would have been able to graduate. It wouldn't have even have been an issue. And so I just think it's very important. I know a lot of people are like, why do we need a law to be able to wear our hair the way we do? But look how far it's gotten us without having a law. And I just think that it's something that can really help the kids coming up behind us, and also adults that are working at certain jobs that they can't wear their natural hairstyles, allow them just to be themselves. Everybody else can wear their hair how they want to and wake up in the morning and go, and we should be able to do the same thing. And it's really important. And special shout out to Dove and Senator Hallie J. Mitchell and the Crown Coalition and everybody that's really been pushing for this legislation. It's already been, it's being introduced in 25 other states. Virginia is very close to passing it, as is Washington State, Kentucky, Minnesota, and a few other states like Texas as well are to kind of having an early conversation. So we hope that we can get it passed in all 50 states.
Just to speak on really quickly about like educating everyone about natural hair, I think it's interesting how like it's never been a necessity for like Americans to educate themselves about black hair, but it's always been such a prevalent issue. It's like surprising that more people haven't already. So I think that's why Hair Love is so important. It's like setting the benchmark, and it's like stressing the importance of like educating yourself about all kinds of hair, and even for like black fathers, which I really like the familial aspect of it. Yeah.
So what do you hope to achieve with your work in the future?
You know, for me, this whole experience has been extremely eye-opening. You know, in my prior work, I didn't really do stuff that specifically focused on kids, and this was the first time I kind of went into a project with that intention. And you know, it just really has reminded me how important it is. You know, there are not a lot of filmmakers that are doing that, and I want to continue that moving forward. You know, continue telling stories that portray black people in a positive light, show us in our full complexity. You know, things like, you know, making sure the characters have, you know, different hairstyles, you know, and that they're unique and individual. You know, Hair Love is not about saying only wear curly hair. You know, it really is about, you know, however you choose to wear your hair, be that straight, be that curly, be that no hair at all. You know, it's all beautiful, and we should be able to wear your hair how you so choose. And that's what I want to really do, kind of continue moving forward with those messages.
Thank you so much again for speaking with us. I think we both learned a lot, and we cannot wait to see more things you do.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you.
Stay tuned for more of the afternoon show. We'll be right back.